What's up and welcome to the Indie Credible Podcast Season 3 Episode 2, a weekly podcast where we go through the world of indie gaming. We go through all the indie games we've been playing. We go through the latest indie game news, which are finally starting to pick up now, being that the year is slowly picking up in traction. And we go through a main topic. So this week's main topic is a little bit different because it's not directly linked to indie games. But it's something that came out this week, and I was very interested by the response of Phil Spenser, the head of Xbox. Who turned around and basically said that that Xbox no longer see Nintendo or Sony as direct competition. And that was something I wanted to chew the fat on, really discuss the fat on with you guys. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're gonna be talking about, the main topic at the end. But yeah, before we get there, we've got games we went through, games we played this week, and news that released this week based around the world of indie gaming. Now, with me as always is Tom.
Hello.
From @ShriekenProfit if you want to find him on social media.
Yeah.
And you can find me at What's Up Woody if you want to find me anywhere. You're more than welcome to. Dan, unfortunately, isn't here. As we said earlier, we did eat him earlier.
And he was alive.
He was alive when we ate him. No cooking. We don't believe in that nonsense.
We don't believe it.
And we, as we said, to ingest his powers.
Yes, which we have achieved, I feel.
So now I feel like now we just see the world in black and white. There's no colour.
That's right. I hate you. I hate myself. I hate everyone around me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So expect this to be the most emo-inspired mid-2000s podcast ever.
Can we get some MCR in the background?
just that should be the feature. If it wasn't copyright, just MCR.
Yeah, just constant.
Yeah. I was trying to think of other. Good Charlotte wasn't that emo. They were more punky. They were more punky.
Like emos listen to them.
Panic at the Disco. Panic at the
Yeah.
Disco. They were like the creme de la crop.
All Time Low.
All Time Low.
Yeah.
Who is the one that you're not meant to mention anymore? Lost Prophets. Can't really say them anymore.
Yeah, because the paedophile, isn't it?
Yeah. He was Ian Watkins, I think his name was. But that's probably instantly demonetised the video.
Probably,
just saying his name.
And I did say paedophile, so...
Peter File.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
We're big fans of the IT crowd.
Huge fans.
Peter File. What a great episode.
A classic. Probably one of the best.
I would agree with that one as well. Yeah. Should we actually talk about indie games?
Yeah, I was going to say something about Lost Prophets. Oh yeah, they're still on a few of my playlists.
I still like their music.
And it comes on and I'm always like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh, should I like this? And I'm like,
yeah, I mean, people still listen to Michael Jackson, don't they?
A very good point, yeah.
Yeah.
Way more people listen to Michael Jackson.
And a lot more people will just go, it didn't happen.
Yeah, what's that about? There's a lot of people just like, no, I like his music too much, so he's not a pedophile. He's not a Peter-phile.
He's not, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most time we've said Peter-phile in our life. All right, so I'm lost.
What games have we played this week?
Well, before we go on to games we played this week, where can you find us, Tom?
You've already done that.
No, I didn't. Where can you find us as a podcast?
Oh, you can find us everywhere. This podcast.
You actually can.
iTunes, Spotify.
He's on it.
The Podbay.
Yeah, that's probably one. That's probably one.
Yeah, there you go.
Podbean.
I frequent Podbean.
Yeah.
I invented Podbean.
All day long.
Yeah.
Player FM. There's no really innuendo there. But anyway, Player FM. And we are available on patreon.com/Indie-Credible. If you want to support us over there, $1 a month gets you access to pre- and post-show content.
Make it rain.
We chat nonsense.
Yeah.
We actually chat nonsense before and after the show. But some of our patrons seem to quite like the content, which I never really quite understand. But they do.
They're a bunch of freaks, aren't
they? Do you think it's worth $1 this week? Do you think our pre-show is worth $1?
Not the pre-show, no.
Do you think the post-show will be worth $1?
The post-show will be worth $20.
That's what we want to hear.
I'm going to be getting fully nude.
Yep.
And I'm going to say every state in America backwards.
Nice. And then for audio-only listeners, we'll be doing ASMR nude, Tom.
That's right.
And you can imagine how that happens.
So I look forward to that in the post-show, patrons.
Yes,
everyone else.
Lots of whooshing.
Money, please.
Anyway, let's go on to what we've been playing, shall we? Have you had a big week playing indie games?
No.
No?
2 weeks.
Me not either, really. I've not had a huge week playing indie games.
I've played 2.
Played 2, go for it.
Oh, yeah. I played them quite briefly. First one I played was Everything. By David O'Reilly. Remember that?
Oh, the one that is literally like you go in and you take out a fish, and then you're an elephant,
and
then
you're an ant, then you're a leaf, then you're dirt, then you're an atom, then you're an electron.
It felt like
it
felt like a very good. When I've only dabbled in it.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah,
yeah.
It felt like if I was at a primary school and I gave it to a kid in a science lesson and was like,
Yeah.
go explore the world, they'd have a whale of a time.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're over the age of 7, you're like, what the hell is going on here?
It is. I played it probably for about half an hour, and I was like, I get it.
I can be what I want.
Yeah. I was a lot of things.
Yeah.
I was a weird, like, kind of antelope creature. I forgot what it's called. I was a giraffe.
Aardvark?
No.
That's not an antelope, is it?
It's not even close.
No.
4 legs.
4 legs.
Breathes air.
You can do A.
There you go. You nailed it. I was a series of ants. I was a tree. I was an island. I was a planet, a solar system, a star. I did it all. And then I was like, yeah, all right.
I get the game.
Yeah, exit. That's my fill for that one. And the other one also I played very briefly. Let me get out quickly. It's called Paunch. You heard of Paunch?
Paunch? What the fuck is
It's
Paunch?
a free-to-play game, Paunch.
No, but it looks hilarious.
Yeah.
It looks hilarious.
So there is a 11-minute video. I'll link it to the patrons if they want to see it.
I'll be putting up trailers now anyway.
No, I made a video.
Oh, you made a video?
Yeah, but just patrons. All right, money. But I'll link it in the Discord later if I can remember. And so Paunch is a game, I'm told, and what you are is you're a big fat fella, and you go into a small arena with another person playing a big fat fella, and you just smack each other and you throw rocks at each other until one of you wins. That's the whole game. It's free. There's an expansion pack that costs money where you can customize your fat guy. Obviously, I didn't pay money for that because I'm not a lunatic. I played the game for about 15 minutes and that was it. But I got my fill. It's just weird.
Paunch.
Why
Paunch? What's
because like Paunch?
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my friend Charlie's when he found it and he kept calling it Pounch. And I was like, Pounch? What is this Pounch you're on about? I looked it up and he was like, oh, you mean Paunch? So yeah, that's by Kozakov.
Russian.
Yeah.
Always nutters.
Yeah, it's a wacky game. It's barely a game.
But it's free.
It's free if you want to jump on.
It's free. If you want to challenge Tom in Paunch,
yeah, hit me up.
Hit him up.
I am a champion. I am unstoppable in that game, by the way. I'm a Paunch pro.
You played 1-1-1.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. 100% win rate.
100%.
That's
well, actually,
easy.
it's not true. I lost my first game, but it
doesn't count as tutorial.
if you watch it, there's no way I lost.
Oh, really?
There's no way. It said I lost, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I think
You're playing against your friend or random?
It's a friend. Yeah. We were playing like just 1v1, and it was just like.
Is there more than 1v1? Is there 2v2?
I don't know.
Battle Royale?
There is you can matchmake. There's but I didn't find anyone playing. So
when did the game release? Also, it was 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Was it? I think it released in like December or something. Okay, I'm gonna look at it on the Steam page.
I'm sure I saw it was 9 out of 10 on Steam. Paunch. Fat. Can you play women?
No, it's the same fat guy. He's called Bob, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's got a name. Yeah, very positive. 86%. It came out in December 2019.
There you go. December 2019, play as a fat guy fighting another fat guy.
Yep.
How much is the premium version, the DLC?
The DLC... I had it there for a second. I flew past it. Ooh, £10.29.
£10.29.
That's the Bob expansion pack.
The Bob... If you want to make your Bob look good...
Yeah.
Then...
Which I'm sure you do because of all the players online. You want to show off your Bob.
Yeah. Well, I've had a pretty quiet week as well playing indie games.
Yeah.
Not because I haven't wanted to play indie games, but at the moment indie games are they're just not really out at the moment. There's not tons around, and I've pretty much played everything I wanted to play last year, so I've got nothing to catch up on.
Must be nice.
I did go back to play Abzu.
Oh yeah, I like Abzu.
Abzu's great.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It was weird. I couldn't sleep one night. It was about, I don't know. It wasn't even that late. I don't normally go to bed that as early as this, but it was like, I don't know, 11, half 11, and I was lying in bed, and you know when you're like, I'm not sleeping anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
But I was well awake. So I went downstairs, and I was like, oh, what can I play? I looked in the library, what's quick to download? And I was like, oh, Abzu. Like, yeah, I'll download it, played it through again in one sitting.
Yeah.
Went to bed at like 2:30 in the morning, was like, oh, that was lovely. Like, that felt good. Abzu's a great game. I love it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Music is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The parts where you go into like the fish and you're going through
Yep.
and it really ramps up to almost like a crescendo and it spits you back out into the open water. For those who don't know what Abzu is, effectively imagine its journey underwater.
Yeah.
So you're playing as this nameless diver who explores these progressively kind of elaborate underwater environments where you've got very, very basic puzzles to solve. By like finding these little orbs to put them in these flower beds, and then they kind of open up a door and you go on further. There's like a narrative going on through history as you go through it. When you first play it, you're I don't want to give it. It's not really a twist, but the shark scenes at first, you're like, is this game gonna be violent?
Oh yeah, you're like worried you're gonna get ravaged by a shark. Yeah,
because there is a shark that kind of it looks like it's stalking you.
Yeah,
but it's great. It's really good. It almost sci-fi elements towards the end, isn't it? Like
yes, definitely.
But it's cool. If you've not played Abzu, I definitely recommend Abzu.
I believe it's the same creative lead as Journey. And
yeah, it is.
same
Yeah,
composer.
New studio. Yeah, so Giant Squid Studios are the guys who made it, and they're the guys who are making that. It's actually on Apple Arcade right now. It's the. Oh, what's it called?
I'm lost, I don't know.
Maybe it's not out yet. I'm trying to. You're looking at a website, aren't you?
I'm
the Wolf game or the Falcon game?
The Wolf game or the Falcon game?
Yeah,
I like classic.
That one there. I'm pretty sure it's on Apple Arcade.
Pathless?
That's it. The Pathless. The Pathless is on Apple Arcade right now. It's still not on consoles yet, which always baffles me. But anyway, and the other game I played is a CCG. That released. It's released today actually. As of recording, we're recording this on the Friday, and it released on the Friday. But it had a free open beta running for 2 weeks leading up to today. The reason I say free is the game does cost just over £10 to buy into if you're in the UK, which is, for lack of a better term, questionable from a CCG market because it is mostly populated by free-to-play games.
Yeah.
Now, the game, in terms of a free-to-play option, instantly you have to say no because it's £10 to get into. However, from what I played of the game, earning cards in the game doesn't seem to take ages. So £10 to get into a game and maybe I'd say probably 50 to 100 hours to earn the majority of the cards is actually cheaper than other card games. For example, like Mythgard took me nearly 500 hours to earn all the cards. So, and that's with spending money as well. So
I've been alive 500 hours, fucking hell.
So yeah, it's a way up on how you see it as free to play. But as I'm going to speak about here is the core gameplay of it. Like, forget the fact there's money aside. Core gameplay. Now, phageborn, I was interested by. I've been interested by it for a little while. It's a very dark, gothic-inspired CCG.
Okay.
Like gothic fantasy. And it plays a little bit similar. The best way to see it for basic people who are maybe like, oh, I like CCGs, it's a cross between Gwent and Tessel. So the reason I say Gwent is because you have leader on the board and your leader is interactable, so your leader acts as an additional mechanic to battle with, to do damage to cards with. You have this whole mechanic where you can, the reason I say Tessel is you have two lanes. So you have a left lane and a right lane, creatures in your left lane, then attack creatures in your right lane, or block creatures in your right lane, creatures in left lane, vice versa. And then there's like an orb. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like the main face, effectively, is what you call it in any other card game. And that's what you're trying to damage. So a nice mechanic is you can swing your leader for... Your leader gets two actions. It gets one like attack action or ability action, and it gets a move action. So you can do an attack action when you can move your leader to the other side. So you can kind of... There's a whole mechanic and strategy around what side your leader is, and also that. So the game seemed to have some potential. Now, the reason I say some potential is their new player experience. Now, I'm commenting on now on the free version I played,
right? Because
I had a little bit of a conversation over comments on YouTube with a video I put up. I put a video up basically last week on my first impressions of phageborn on my personal card game channel, if that makes sense. And it's done pretty well on views. It's viewed more than any of their videos. And it's kind of slating the game quite a lot. And they approached me through email. I won't say exactly what they said, but they approached me through email just asking for feedback on why I said what I said. And my main critiques of it were, there was no tutorial mode. Now, I play card games. I play a lot of card games. Card games are, I don't say my specialty, but they're my I love them. Like,
they are your specialty.
And the fact that I was even struggling to get my head around some of the mechanics in this game was like, what?
That ain't
like,
good.
And all it takes is a tutorial. A simple tutorial to go, oh, that's how the game works.
Yeah.
Sweet, now I know this mechanic here. The starter decks were trash. Like, if anyone is listening to this or watching this and you're thinking about ever making a card game, your new player experience is so important. Forget the free-to-play stuff. That will come in time. Your new player experience. And part of the new player experience is feeling like you're winning with a deck that is based around you piloting it correctly. And that comes around good deck design. Now, yes, you might have the great cards in the game, but if you're giving me a starter deck that has 70% neutral cards and 30% faction-specific cards, I'm not seeing those synergies of the cards, then that means you're relying my win rate down to RNG, not on synergy of the faction. So I'm never going to go, oh, I like green because it does this mechanic. Oh, I like black because it does this mechanic. I'm going to go, these are shit.
Like, so take it basically gives you all the crap cards to begin with.
Well, the starter decks aren't synergised.
Yeah.
And the fact, if you had a tutorial and then it went on to that, fine. But the fact there was no tutorial, and when I was playing the starter decks, and I was like, these starter decks feel as generic nonsense as I've ever seen in a card game. Didn't feel very nice. And then the UI is so cumbersome. It's so messy.
Oh, that's not good.
Like, I get they're going for this dark fantasy realm, but you're just like,
who isn't?
why is there so much going on the screen? Like, there's a reason Magic Arena has got it so right. And there's a reason that Legends of Runeterra, the new Riot CCG, is smashing it. There's a reason Hearthstone is the biggest play CCG in the world, because they're clean and they're simple. The UI is super simple.
Yeah.
There's nothing going extra on with it. There's no complicated mechanics. The complicated mechanics come on the card, not on the screen presentation itself. And that's basically what I said in it. Apparently, there is a tutorial in the game now. I don't know. I'm not paying the £10 to get into the game. As I replied to them and said, if you want players to buy the game, you need to put that in the free beta. It's all about new player experience. I had one of the worst new player experiences I've had in a CCG. I'm not buying into the game.
As simple as that, isn't it?
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking for a new CCG and you're happy to drop 10 quid, like, and trust me, I'm more than happy to spend money in card games. Like, I think Gwent, I spent probably close to 120 quid in it. Like, I'm playing, I've recently moved across, for those who didn't know, I stream card games as what I stream.
Yeah.
And I've recently made the jump across to MTGA, Magic the Gathering Arena.
Yep.
And I think I'm probably 60 quid deep on that now, because, like, I like the games, I want to be competitive, and I'm buying into the games. So I'm one who will happily buy into a game. I'm not buying into this game because the what I played of it was so just generic.
Sounds like maybe avoid it then. If you want to get into
for now, they have just announced
CCG,
they've instantly announced a season 1 esports scene for €10,000, which I mean is good, fine, fair enough. Like, people who are invested.
Who this?
Games Revolt.
Don't know if I know that.
Games Revolt, yeah. I mean, €10,000 over the course of a season for an esports scene is tiny.
Yeah.
But an indie developing company doing that is great. Like, one of my biggest issues with Mythgard, what I still think is the best digital CCG made, is it hasn't got any reason to play it. There's no esports scene. If you're in the if you're in the phageborn community and you invest in it and they've announced that, that's great. That's awesome. Like, good job. You've just supported your diehard community.
Yeah.
I wish the game offered more to me. Maybe it gets dropped down to, I don't know, £3 in the future. Maybe I'll go, do you know what, I'll give this another go now, see what it's like. But at the moment, there are a lot better card games out there. Go play Legends of Runeterra. It's very easy to pick up. I don't like the game too much, but it doesn't mean it's not a good game. It's a very good game.
Just not yours.
It's not my card game style. But it's very free to play. It's completely free to download, and it looks very pretty as well. It's not indie though. It's made by Riot. So, but that's it. That's all I've got here. We will have more next week. You got a couple of keys to play.
Exactly.
I got some to play, and our reviews are kicking off soon. I've got a game to review mid-February and a game to review end of February, and then hopefully we will get some reviews over to you guys as well. But let's go on to some news, my friend.
Let's do the news. I was hoping you'd do it.
No, I was waiting for you.
And to be honest, when you went like this, I was like, oh shit, is he going to fart?
Yeah, pull my finger. News. Okay, so we've got a bit of news today. I say 5 pieces of news because it's the beginning of the year, and having 5 pieces of indie game news to chew you fat on is almost unheard of.
Pretty good, to be honest.
So, Daymare 1998 is a game that released on PC back in September 2019, but it is coming to consoles. By consoles, I mean PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on the 28th of April. Daymare 1998 is best seen as a modern indie take on Resident Evil.
It clearly is trying to be Resident Evil.
Yes.
It's not subtle.
No. But it looks good.
It does look pretty good, yeah.
Like, I say good. Let me say that. It looks interesting. I want to play it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The gameplay, to be honest, doesn't look far off what I've seen of Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yep.
It follows the same kind of aesthetic and everything. It obviously, when you see some of the cutscenes, you're like, yeah, you can see
this is an indie made.
Clearly not a AAA.
Yep.
But I think that might kind of add to it. It might add to the cheesy.
Well, it's 90s, so I want an element of cheese to it. Yeah.
Like when you look at obviously Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What is that?
Super cheese.
It's very cheesy.
Super cheese.
The cutscenes are quite like, well, there's no cutscenes in the first one, is there? Yeah. But they're all stilted and
yeah,
and not quite human.
Well, so the video viewers are seeing the trailer now.
Yeah.
But it's currently available on Steam, and the reviews are pretty positive. It's sat around the 7s and 8s, and the majority of the reviews on Steam.
Good.
I mean, you're always going to get the negative ones, and you're always going to get the super positive ones, but the majority
up there.
The majority is 7s to 8s, which for a game that clearly people who like Resident Evil games are going to buy this game. Like, absolutely. It's a niche audience, and they want more of these games.
Yeah.
So they're probably the people who are leaving the reviews. So if they're the people leaving the positive reviews, that's a good sign.
Yeah. It's
getting both a physical and digital release on the 28th. At the moment, there's no confirmed price, but at the moment it's £22.49 on Steam, $24.99.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine it probably releases similar price digitally. I imagine physical maybe 30 quid.
That sounds fair to me.
Yeah, like if it's a 7-8 hour Resi Evil, even a 10-hour Resi Evil inspired indie game, then I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a go.
Yeah, that sounds like a fair price as well. It's not saying it's. I'm glad it's not £50-60.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Curse of the Dead Gods was announced this week, but not only was it announced this week, it got an early access release date this week, the 3rd of March. Now, people listening and watching are probably like, what the hell is Curse of the Dead Gods? Luckily, Woody's here to tell you.
Oh, here he is.
Here he is.
I wish you weren't.
Curse of the Dead Gods is a game being developed by Pars Tech and being published by Focus Home Interactive. So instantly, it's got the Focus Home name to it.
Yep.
They normally publish some pretty good stuff. It's best seen as so it's an isometric ARPG, but it's not an ARPG.
Yeah, it's kind of a.
So it has like the Diablo camera.
Yeah, like a dungeon crawler.
Crawling camera.
Kind of beat 'em up / shoot 'em up.
Yes.
Kind of.
But it's a single player roguelite game. Where a big emphasis, and I say big emphasis, they kept stressing this in the press release about challenging gameplay.
It looked fairly challenging in the trailer.
There was a lot of death scenes in the trailer. They really made a scene of showing that death scene.
They're doing the whole, you dare bloody try and kill me, you get kind of stuff in the trailer.
But I mean, so it's got a cell shade art style to it. I like the cell shade art style to it.
It's better than most cell shaded crap you see.
Yeah, and it feels like.
It's not just a filter. It's like the models are textured in a way that makes it look.
And it feels like, I know this is going to sound like a weird comment, but that genre feels like that's not an art style that's been overexploited in that genre. If that makes sense. Like if it was if it was a 3D platformer, then you'd be like, oh great, this looks again. like But a dark, gritty dungeon crawler with this kind of slightly cartoon-esque cell shade art style, it doesn't feel like that's been done lots.
Yeah.
So it almost brings a fresh take to it. You're like, oh, this looks cool.
Yeah. It doesn't look like a game I've seen before. Like you get a lot with indie game trailers sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, this looks like this or looks like that. It doesn't look like anything I've seen. Question
I have for you. It's releasing in early access on the 3rd of March.
Mm-hmm.
Does early access hurt this game? And the reason I say that is, this is a I mean, they may bring co-op to it, but it's a single player game for now.
Yeah.
With a single player roguelite. So chances are the game hasn't got an ending at the moment. It's got a stage you can get to, but it hasn't got an ending.
Yeah.
And now I use Hades as an example. I've been playing Hades a little bit. I brought Hades when it first launched because it went on sale on Epic, and I wanted to play Hades. I like Supergiant Games, so I wanted to play more of their stuff. But I finished Hades to the point of where I got as far as I could, but it wasn't the end. The game has now got more content to it, but I don't want to go back and play it because I've already played it. And now I'm like, I'll wait till it fully releases. But I'm thinking, when it fully releases, am I still going to go and play it again? Am I going to experience the whole game?
You're probably right. I'll move on that. I think that's a bad idea in general. I don't like early access unless it's a game that's always going to be evolving.
Yeah.
If it's like even after release, you're going to get, this has been added. Like, I know you hate to say it, but Minecraft, obviously one of the
still in early access.
No, full release like 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, probably more than that now. But that like one of the big early days of early access that was available from alpha for a long time, but they're still adding shit, so it makes sense.
Yep.
Whereas if this is going to be full release and it's done, don't do that.
It just feels weird. It just
doesn't seem. What's the point?
Like, and I get multiplayer games as well. I get why you do early access multiplayer games because it's a good chance of it's a balancing period. It's like
it's like a beta.
Yeah. So let's use this period to balance the characters, like pretty much every CCG releases in early access.
Yeah. It's player testing, but you get money for it.
Yeah.
so
basically,
why wouldn't you do it? Yeah.
But I mean, if you got a company like Focus Home behind it, let's Focus Home are pushing for the early access. I just don't see why you don't wait until this comes. No, obviously you got the whole console market to tap into when it goes full release.
Yeah. But maybe that's their goal.
Maybe
they don't care so much about PC release.
I mean, it does feel like a console game.
Yeah, they're looking for a console market.
Maybe. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah. Or maybe they're nearly out of money. And they're like, please buy early access so we can pay for the rest of the game.
Now, the next game is a game that perked my interest, but definitely did not perk your interest.
No, it did not.
Nectronator. I think I said it right. Nectronator.
Yep, sure. Let's say
Dead Wrong dropped a new trailer this week ahead of its February release. Now, Nectronator is a game that looks to combine deck building with what they're calling micro real-time strategy mechanics. It has a full comedic campaign, or comedy campaign, shall we say. It is releasing in early access on the 13th of Feb. And in the early access, you'll be able to play as one of the commanders and finish one campaign. I quite liked the look of this game. I didn't like the look of this game. I quite like the sound of this game.
Right.
Because it combines deck building, something I love, with real-time strategy mechanics, something I also quite like.
Yeah, definitely it's more for you than for me.
But the trailer was a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah, that's exactly, I was just, when I finished trailing, I was like, yeah, whatever.
Was it trying to be too funny?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just trying to convey the tone of the game, isn't it? In the comedy. It's not like, I wasn't cracking up.
Yeah.
It was a light-hearted kind of tone.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I saw the gameplay and I was instantly like, this is not a game for me.
I think what's going to be interesting with this one is how much they tap into the strategic element of it. Like,
well, a micro amount, apparently. So.
But what I mean by the strategic element is, I hate games that go, we got deck building mechanics with strategy mechanics. And it's like, cool. But I can win without using the deck building. Like, the deck you give me allows me to play through the game.
Yeah.
Like, or I can, the starting creature you give me, I can make a really strong deck and win. I like strategic games or strategy games that force me to go back into the menu and change what I like and fail a few times deck building to then find the right deck, or fail a few times on a strategic element to then change around my troops or whatever micro RTS mechanics they give you. That's what I like. That's why I didn't like The Witcher Throne. What's the single player Thronebringer? Not Thronebringer. Was it Thronebreaker? Thronebreaker. The Witcher released when Gwent releasing a full game. They released The Witcher Thronebreaker, which was a single player deck building adventure game set in the Witcher universe. And I've played it twice now because I played it once through when it first launched and it was so shit. Story was great because it's the Witcher world.
Yeah.
You didn't have to change your starter deck once. It was so easy. And then they patched it and were like, it's hard now. And then it was good because the puzzle games were it's
a lot better now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you played it at launch, it was shite. And that's what I'm worried about. I know, again, it's early access, but deck building, RTS, it's a tough balance to get right.
Yeah, I think this is going to underwhelm you. I think you're looking for a CCG, and this is not going to be that.
I don't know necessarily. I want to be punished on my strategic decisions.
Yeah,
I want to make sure
card wise.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's going to be as in depth as you want it to be.
But they're saying deck building, not micro deck building, and they're saying micro RTS.
It's micro RTS, yeah.
So I feel like the emphasis should be more on the deck building from their marketing point.
Well, the trailer didn't give me that at all.
No, it was dragging the odd card on there. You couldn't even see what the card's done. You're like,
yeah, you just pause it and have a look.
Yeah. Next up, another game that underwhelmed you and me, unfortunately, was Mist Hunter. Mist Hunter is a game that I've been seeing stuff about for about 6 months, but we've not really spoke about it because it's always been very early build. But it has got a release date on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. And Mist Hunter, as you can see from the trailer now for the video watchers, is a fast-paced arena shooter. It's very much styled like Overwatch, or to try and style as well like like Overwatch. But the difference here, or the mechanic they're really building into here, is you're basically, the person you're playing as has some kind of poison in the system, and they only survive for 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So to last longer, you need to find these antidotes that are dotted around the arena. You basically need to get as high a score as possible in the time you can accumulate and add up, whatever it is, to get the high score.
Yeah.
That's it.
That seemed right. Yeah. Is there a place for this anymore? This kind of game?
Yes.
You think? I mean, Overwatch...
But as a game mode.
All right, okay.
Not as a solo game. Like if Overwatch gives you a high score, single player, arena based shooter, you get cosmetics depending on where you finished.
I can imagine them just basically putting this entire game in just like a quick game mode.
Whereas this as a whole game mode,
it's too much.
And it looks...
Or not enough, I should say.
It looked a bit messy.
It looked very messy. I said to you when I watched the trailer, I was just kind of zoning out just because there was too much.
Yeah.
I was just sort of like, what is even happening anymore? It's just there's just colours everywhere and things falling all over the place, and they're swapping weapons every 2 seconds and they're firing different stuff, and I was just sort of like, huh?
Some of the animations do look nice. Like there's different weapons and you have these like mage elements to it that you can do in it. It seemed like a nice variety.
Like quakey physics to it, like you're sort of jumping around.
And I think they're going for that kind of hardcore shooter fan-esque where like your Twitch reactions and things like that are going to be spot on. I don't think they're going to find the audience for it.
I think so. It seems like there's only like room for one king of these arena games. Like, because TF2 was the be-all end-all for a long time. Then that faded away. Then Overwatch came in. And obviously other people try to copy Overwatch. Like, you've got Paladins, which I know people play it, but it's not.
Paladins has got a big player boost recently.
Oh yeah, you compare that to Overwatch though.
Oh, it's nothing compared to Overwatch.
It's like minuscule, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
And now I feel like Overwatch may be on the way out.
We had another one like Lawbreakers. Remember that? I mean, that's died straight away.
The name rings a bell.
That was that Cliff Brzezinski's game. No, the guy who Boss Key Games.
That rings a bell.
The ones who made Radical Heights.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So they made Lawbreakers.
Yeah.
And then that died off pretty quickly.
Because there's no room for it. I don't think this is going to go anywhere.
Character-based arena shooters are a thing of the past.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Well, there's a new one coming from guys who made Hellblade, Ninja Theory.
Yeah, what is that?
Bleeding Edge.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
Bleeding Edge is coming out this year.
Yeah. Why? I still need to play Hellblade. To be honest.
I know why.
Because
the esports scene's so big right now, and they want to tap into that.
What do you think about Overwatch 2, by the way? While we're on the topic.
I mean, it's clever by them. Why not?
Should have been an update, shouldn't it?
It should have been an update, but then it doesn't get as much money.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same engine. It's a graphical upgrade, kind of.
Yeah.
Because Overwatch still looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that art style that it doesn't die.
It's timeless. Yeah, exactly. It's like Team Fortress 2. It's
that's timeless. Overwatch is good.
Well, it's a rip off, isn't it? Rip off TF2, which is
what about the whole Warcraft 3?
What about Warcraft 3?
You not heard about it?
I know that it's coming back.
It's out.
Is it out?
People hate it.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was out. I thought that was later this year.
Warcraft 3 Reforged, I think it's called, is out. People hate
to
it.
Me. What's wrong with it? It's the same game, isn't it?
Well, okay, I'm gonna.
Is it only on mobile or something?
No, what? Okay, I'm gonna quickly.
Yeah, look it up.
For those
I do want
for
to know.
the Metacritic the other day, the user score Metacritic the other day was like 1.5 out of 10.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? What's happened?
16% of people like this game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm actually like really surprised.
There you go. User score 0.5.
Fucking hell, that is low. What's
Yeah.
critic score?
60.
That's still not very good, is it?
No. I don't know tons about it. I never played Warcraft. I'm not. But I saw this.
I don't know RTSs, but I know Warcraft 3 is like held in very high regard. Go on, what you got?
So this is why people are rating it as like really low, okay?
Yeah.
And I know nothing about Warcraft 3, but I was interested to get your opinion on this. No clans, no profiles, can no longer have more than one account. No more custom campaign functionality. No more Reign of Chaos balance or Reign of Chaos campaign. No more built-in tournament functionality. No more the Frozen Throne menu screen. No more LAN functionality. No more offline game versus the AI. No more cross-chat with Diablo 2 players. No one plays Diablo 2.
No, that's fair enough. That's a really stupid one.
Yeah.
Because it's not even like there's a Diablo 2 remaster to play. So someone out there's playing OG Diablo 2.
Someone is so annoyed. They're like, I'm going to put
computer.
any reason I can into this. No MMR system. No custom keybinds.
Wow.
Removed the Dryad's I'm so wasted voice line, possibly others missing, yet to be discovered. Cut all promised new cutscenes. Cut all new English voice acting. Cut foreign dubs, which are inferior and compulsory and cannot be changed back. Cut promised new story content. Yeah.
I'm astonished. They've stripped the game back.
This person here. I'd have rather paid to prevent this game from being released. You can no longer play using the old client, and even the menus run like crap. Nothing more needs to be said. The game doesn't work. Ruins the original. Blizzard should be ashamed. Early contender for worst game of 2020.
Holy fuck.
No new UI. No new cutscenes. Just the old ones slightly rescaled up. Lots of old features missing. So that's what basically what I've seen. Basically, like you're releasing a game now. I know Tom Insanity watches this, and I'm pretty sure he's played Warcraft.
Probably,
and he can probably have more idea on this. But you're re-releasing a game into probably one of the most die-hard audiences.
The game was what,
like
20 years old,
and you've got to remember you're already teetering your Blizzard fans on the edge, like. After the whole Diablo, like we know what happened there last year.
Yeah.
So you'd think you'd go, do you know what? Because they delayed the game already.
Really.
You'd think they'd go, we're gonna get fans on the
soul
side
into this one.
Yeah.
And
they took away some of the old game modes that people loved, and the rumours are they're going to release as DLC.
Of course,
paid DLC.
Paid for,
and people are they're furious. 0.5 out of 10 on Metacritic user score.
Mental. That's meant. Why would you do that? What's wrong with Blizzard?
And Dan was going, I'm just going to wait for Warcraft 3. Like, I'm not going to play the indie game. I'll play for Warcraft 3.
Yeah, he's got to go back now, hasn't he?
Yep.
Maybe that's why he's not here. He's so upset about Warcraft 3.
He's crying into his pillow. Oh, Blizzard, why?
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
What's wrong with them?
I mean, why the fuck can't I chat to people playing Diablo 2? Like
that has pissed me off. You know what? I want to run for Prime Minister of this country so that I can get that sorted out. That's disgusting.
How good is that? That is someone.
I want to cross-travel.
That is someone who's got too many fond memories of playing the original game. While chatting to their friends playing Diablo 2.
I really want to. I want to find the guy who's playing Diablo 2. He's got his old setup going. You know, he's still on his Windows XP computer, which is the most recent system that I assume can run Diablo 2. And he's like, I can't wait for Warcraft 3 Reforged to come out.
All my mates will come back and chat to me.
I can start talking to them again.
and they're all like, what? Oh my god. Anyway, on to the last bit of news.
Slinging away. What is it?
Corruption 2029 is a new game that not only got announced today, also got announced the fact it's releasing in 2 weeks' time. It's a game being developed by the Bearded Ladies, who also made Corruption 2029 is a turn-based XCOM style adventure game. Mm-hmm. The Bearded Ladies are a lot better known for Mutant Year Zero, which I know was, on the majority, very well received. A lot of people liked it.
Yes.
You didn't like it so much.
I thought it was pretty crap.
Granted, you are not a fan of turn-based games anyway.
True, but it almost had me. And then I played it for a bit and I was like, oh, okay, this is bad. This isn't a good... This is just bad, isn't it? Because it's just like rolling a dice. You know?
Yeah, the RNG in the game wasn't good.
It was terrible. You could be like this. And it'll be like 90% chance. And it'll be like, no, you missed.
Shoot the other way.
Yeah. No, you just be like this. You go... just shoot yourself. It pissed me off to no end. Stop playing it then.
Yeah, I agree as well. The two things that really let Mutant Year Zero down was the combat RNG and also the poor design on some of the stealth. So you'll be hidden in like a corner and they'll have the circle thing around you and then you go into the circle, although you're behind a wall and they're like, huh? And then start hunting around for you and you're like, I'm hidden.
Meanwhile, I had a strange dog, like, inside me. And it was like, nothing over here. I was simply behind a tree, and it was literally, like, on me. And it was like, definitely nothing going on here. Moving on. I was like, what?
So the game was a little bit unbalanced at points.
Yeah.
But the new game, I like the aesthetic of it. It'll be interesting to see. This genre has massively picked up a lot more recently in terms of popularity. Now, every game that releases in this genre has got to compete for me now with Phoenix Point. Phoenix Point is now the echelon of these turn-based strategy games. They do a very good job of how they balance the RNG in terms of you've got guaranteed hit gauge and then you've got potential crit chance. So you know exactly what damage you're going to do. There is a RNG roll on potential extra damage. Depending on where you are, I'm fine with that. I can work around my guaranteed damage.
Yeah.
Other games are releasing this year. A game called Alder's Blood, which is a game I think is stunning. It's one of my most anticipated games this year. That is a very kind of Lovecraftian-inspired turn-based strategy game where you play as witch hunters, and it's got mechanics like smell and wind direction, and it's got all these cool... Deep. Everything that basically, but again, it has your guaranteed damage. And all this stuff that reduces as much RNG as possible and allows players to make strategic decisions based on the information they're getting given. Rather than, I might get him. Oh, no, I missed. No, I'm dead next time.
Let's just flip the coin and see what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it's releasing on the 17th of February. It is Epic Store exclusive. So all you Steam fanboys, you're never going to get to play it.
Oh, no.
But Mutant Year Zero, Corruption 2029 is releasing, 17th February if you're interested in that kind of game. We are going to have a review for it. I'm reviewing it this week. I'm getting keys soon.
I will be not play that game.
Reviewing it. So coming from someone who genuinely likes this genre, my review will be very, very honest based on what I play. And I will look to finish the game before I get a review out. Yeah. But that's the news, mate.
We did it.
That is the news. We found out that you can no longer chat to Diablo 2 players while playing Warcraft.
Sick world we live in, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
Sick world.
It's disgusting. I wonder if that was ever even on the table when they were like going for features. What about
this goal was open, so...
what about the ability to chat to Diablo players? Yeah, but not Diablo 1, mate. Only Diablo 2.
Yeah, and not any recent Diablo. What's the most recent one? Is that Immortal?
No, that's the one coming to mobile.
That's the one coming. So Diablo 3 is the most recent one.
Yeah.
Man, that was a long time
10
ago.
10 years ago? Nearly?
Oh, it nearly
is.
It
was a PS3 game.
Yeah, it was like 2011, I think, wasn't it?
So I played it on PS3 and it was like... Because there was just so much going on. The PlayStation's like, please help me!
Blizzard are good, aren't they?
But I played it on PS4 and I was like, oh, this is actually
smooth
pretty
as hell.
Yeah.
Made good games, didn't they? Blizzard.
They used to.
Oh, yeah, like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, Overwatch was...
Yeah, fair, I'll give them that. Well, is that... It is,
it's Blizzard,
yeah, good point.
But that's it, isn't it? They got that.
That's it.
They got that money now. Coming in for
They've changed. They disgust me now.
They have. Main topic, my friend. Main topic. So,
do the main topic.
In an interview earlier this week with, I'll get the company name very soon once I get organised.
Right.
In an interview earlier this week with Protocol,
Okay.
Phil Spenser sat down and was asked various questions about Xbox, about the new Xbox project coming at the end of the year, where the future of Xbox is, and one of the big things that come out of his mouth. One of the interesting things he said, and I quote, when you talk about Nintendo and Sony, we have a ton of respect for them. But we see Amazon and Google as main competitors going forward. Which made people go, what?
Huh.
Yeah, so Xbox don't want to be in the console market anymore, is what he said. Obviously, reading into it more and breaking it down more, he's talking more about the streaming service.
What he's saying is, Sony and Nintendo are a couple of scrubs, and it's all about bloody Google and the other one, whatever it was.
So before we go into why I think Sony are going to love this comment, do you think that's... Okay, so firstly, do you think he's being completely honest with that, or do you think he's just going like, do you know what, Sony, do what you want, mate, we're going to do our own stuff over here? Is that a marketing ploy, or is he being genuinely serious, do you think?
Well, I think he's very serious. I think he's really wrapped up in this whole...
Project xCloud.
Yeah, I think he really...
Which I have played.
Believes that's the
I
future.
have on my phone. It's good.
Yeah, well...
It's not as good as Google Stadia.
I think it's... Cloud gaming, I think, is going to be obviously a huge part for gaming in the future. Like, really soon future, like this year probably. But I think he's so wrapped up in it that he's like, yeah, this is the be-all, end-all of games now.
Yeah.
Like, goodbye consoles. Goodbye gaming PCs. As long as you've got an internet connection and a screen, you're gaming. Yeah,
and there's a lot of benefits to take from streaming a game. And speaking, I brought and I own a Google Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like my Google Stadia. I'm a big fan of it. Big perks being, I buy a game on the store, I play it instantly. There's no downloads.
Yeah, that's good.
It's straight there.
Yeah.
The game updates naturally. It doesn't update. Like I don't have to download new updates or anything
Even
like that.
Physical games, you have to install it, and it's not instant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm finding it. So I'm able to run specs higher than my PC, effectively, on my console downstairs, which is another big bonus for it. Also, people who are a lot more casual gamers, people who don't want to go and spend £8,000, £9,000 on the PC, or want to go and spend £500-600 on a new console, can spend £120 on a Stadia or other streaming service, and can get PC quality visuals if their connection's good enough. And for that, and then you have your subscription fee of £8 a month. This is for Google Stadia again, and you get 2 free games each month coming through. I'm generally impressed with Stadia. Now, I've played Project xCloud on my phone. It's only available on the phone at the moment.
I didn't know that.
I can show you the list of games on it if you want.
It's still it's early days, isn't it? It's not full release yet, is it? It
is early days, but it's got a lot of games on it.
Really?
Yeah, so these are the games loading up now. I'm in the preview build for it. It's noticeably, all these games are completely free on it now. I can play these games completely free now.
Oh, wow.
It's noticeably not as good as Stadia when it comes to latency, when it comes to delay, and when it comes to general visuals. It's just not as good.
Yeah.
Stadia is, and I know people want to hate Stadia. Hate it all you want. Like, I've not played the new NVIDIA streaming game console they just put out. I've not played it yet. But I would argue, I would love to see anyone get as low latency as Stadia. Like, it's almost non-existent. I played through all of Rage 2 over Christmas on Stadia, and I'd often forget I was playing it on a streaming. Wow. I felt it was just playing it on console.
Does anyone have that power besides Google at this point?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So, yeah. I mean, any competition's good in terms of it's going to push Google on it, it's going to push Xbox on it. Amazon have announced that they want to enter the streaming service as well. So you do think he's being completely honest?
Yeah, I think he's convinced. And he might be right. But maybe I'm set in my ways. I prefer to have a console with games that I buy.
So do you think...
Go on.
Xbox, the new Xbox coming, what's it called? Project X?
Project what? The one coming out?
Oh, it's just called Xbox.
Series X.
Series X.
Yeah.
It's got a disc drive. Has to have a disc drive.
Yes, it does.
Do you think the following Xbox has no disc drive?
Yes, and I don't think it'll even be...
I think it'll be like a Google Stadia, like a dongle thing, like a small box.
It'll be tiny, and I don't think it'll even be the next Xbox. I think it'll be in this life cycle of the current
So this
Xbox.
will get like a pro version.
This will be part of the Series X. You know, it's all part of the same series.
So do you think there isn't another Xbox?
Probably not.
Because realistically, they
Yeah.
don't need to make hardware
Yeah.
if they're streaming.
Yeah, I really don't think this is it. I think Series X is it's going to be the banner it's all under. All this gaming stuff is all Series X. So when you get a Series X, whatever, you know this is the Microsoft gaming whatever, you know.
That's interesting. I didn't think of it though, actually.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well, I think that's why it's called that.
But if they go down that route,
Yeah,
I think Sony are rubbing their hands together.
potentially, yeah. Well, yeah,
Sony are going like, well, cheers. You just got out of the console race for us for free.
yeah.
Nintendo want competition to Sony.
No, because they're family.
Yeah.
Yeah, family
Sony-
versus
Sony already have, I might get hate for this, but I'm going to say it, the best first party games.
Oh,
Like-
definitely.
Like,
yeah.
people will go, Gears of War. Like, Gears of War is great, but
yeah,
it's starting to get overstated.
Sony is like stacking up.
Halo.
Like,
Halo used to be great. That's what I say on that one.
if you're on that,
But then,
I've been great since 360.
like, Sony has, it has the Uncharted series to go back to if it wants to.
Yeah,
And they can go back
already
to it.
showed they're doing spin-offs
Yeah.
with Lost Legacy.
They obviously have Spider-Man now.
Oh,
And people know Spider-Man 2 is going to be, people want Spider-Man 2.
I can't wait for that.
And there are people out there, probably a majority of the PC market, who are probably prefer hardware rather than streaming.
Which I do.
So
I don't know why.
Sony, I think Sony are like, cheers, mate.
Yeah.
You literally made our marketing super easy because last time we just said for the gamers,
Yeah.
and you're a load of entertainment.
Now it's going to be
Now I'm gonna say-
we're your only choice.
Yeah, yeah. Want a console? Buy us.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It'll be interesting to see what he thinks of that.
Mm.
Amazon then.
That's it, yeah.
Amazon are going to throw the hat into the ring.
They've
Do
got
you-
potential.
Do you think they've got honest potential to be a viable competitor to Google?
Yes.
And
They're a stupidly big company, much like Google.
but Google do run the internet. Google pretty much own the internet.
Well, if internet-wise Google are on top, Amazon are maybe like 2 or 3 rungs below.
Have you
They
seen
are
the new
not very far
the
behind.
new technology got leaked this week from an Xbox developer?
Go on.
They are trying out low-res HD visuals that are rendered into super high definition through AI intelligence in real time.
Ooh, I can't imagine that looking very good.
So basically, it allows them to put a lot more into a game and
Yeah.
it not be as taxing. And the streaming will then upscale it in real time.
yeah.
Which is just like technology that blows my bloody mind. I'm like,
I
what?
just feel like that's going to look crap. That
For now.
that feels like that's.
But then again,
years
is
away.
it like going streaming? Nvidia released the thing 5-6 years ago,
Mhm.
and people were like, "This is awful." Like, I'm not turning. I'm not going anywhere. Is it a case of in 5-6 years time, all of a sudden this super high definition AI
Yeah,
upscaling
possibly. Yeah.
is like,
Obviously, the work's got to be done now.
like the
but
Gran
I can't
Turismo
imagine
moment that we always joke about. It's real.
It looks like a real car.
Yeah, so interesting then. So
Yeah.
Sony have already said they're not at this year's E3 again.
That need to be there.
No.
Yeah.
Do you think this year's E3 with Xbox, is it going to be mostly we're streaming? This is our streaming.
Almost definitely. Yeah.
They've already got the platform with Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good jumping off point, isn't it, for them?
do you know what baffles me?
Go on.
How many people don't know Game Pass exists?
Mm.
I was in Manor the other day.
Particularly Game Pass for PC.
Yeah, I was in Manor the other
Yeah.
day chatting to someone, and they were like, "Oh yeah, to Outer Wilds,"
Mhm.
and Outer Worlds,
Oh, right.
and I was like, "Oh yeah, it was great, wasn't it?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I played it on PC." They're like, "Oh yeah, my PC's not good enough to play on Xbox." I was like, "Did you play it for Game Pass?" They're like, "What's Game Pass?" I was like, "Game Pass. You pay £10 a month, you get your Xbox Live, you get your Game Pass and all that. What is it?" I was like, "Well, it released on there day one." No, my girlfriend bought it for me. I was like, "But the game's like £40. So you're already paying for 4 months. And you got
Yeah.
Halo, and he was like, is this a thing? I was like, yeah, look, showed him. And he was like, and he went home and brought it straight away. He was like, I didn't know this was a thing. Like, he got it slightly cheaper because he didn't get the premium one. He doesn't need the PC one.
Yeah.
So I think his is like $7.99. But he got the £1 a month. Sorry, £1 for the first 3 months.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is insane. And now he's playing Gears of War. He like, messaged me on Facebook. I'm playing Gears of War 5 now. I've never played a Gears of War game. I'm like, oh, all the others are on there. What? He's like, what? What? I'm like, yeah, did you not know this existed?
Stupidly good.
Like, and they've won that war. Like,
Absolutely.
PlayStation, I think, no matter what they do now,
Yeah.
they can't catch up with that streaming premium, all-in bundled
they did that,
service.
Push a few months ago for now. But,
Yeah, they put Gears of War on there. Not Gears of War, God of War.
Yeah.
God of War, Uncharted 4 is on there and saying
But it's still, I don't think they really grasp how much money that could make them. Or maybe they just see that, oh, Xbox has done so well, is there really any room for us at this point?
Yeah.
Should we just focus on what we do well?
I think that's what they've got to do.
Yeah.
And I think they've got potential to nail it. Although no one has a fucking idea what the PlayStation 5 looks like or does.
Well, the buzz for that's really good at the moment.
Yeah,
I
because
bet they're like...
and they love holding it off.
Yeah.
Like, they love not showing anything.
They put up, there's a PS5 page on their website now. And it just says PS5. Yeah, there's one coming out.
You can sign up for
if you want to hear
dates.
about it, you sign up. Yeah, it's coming out. Just stay tuned.
And people are freaking out because
Yeah.
they've seen the Xbox now. But Xbox had to come out early, I think, and be like, "This is what we got."
Isn't it weird that like it used to be? This is the Xbox. This is the PlayStation. Like almost, it felt like at the same time.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Oh, what's better?" You compare.
And you would like compare for that months.
Yeah.
Like
And
watch
now it's
loads of videos. I'd watch them all the time. And be like, "Oh, I can only get one for Christmas. What can I get? What one can I get? Oh my god!"
And now it's like, yeah, we know what the Xbox looks like. We have done for
for
months and months now. And the PlayStation's still like, yeah, we'll come out when we want to. When we feel like it, we'll let you see it.
But no, that's it's definitely interesting to see that that's the way Phil Spencer's taken the company.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad move. I don't think it's a great move. It's going to be. I'm interested to see how it plays out.
It feels like a new sort of like branch in the sort of gaming tree.
Yeah.
Like, because it's always been consoles and PC, and then they divert into Xbox and PlayStation and whatever. And
this is very much a hybrid, isn't it?
Yeah, now it feels like there's Xbox, there's consoles, there's PC, and there's streaming.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a new way of playing games, and it'll go on probably forever. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sit here and say it's the future of gaming because I don't think it is, but I mean, it's definitely in a big place of the future of gaming.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Exactly.
But it will be definitely interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
But that's it. That is
We did it.
episode 2 of the Incredible Podcast season 3. Done. Done and dusted.
Only episode 2, eh?
Wrapped up, tied up for your sexy little ears, you lovely little kittens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
Too far?
Yeah, a step too far.
A step too far. If you did watch us, guys, then thank you for watching us. The benefit of watching us is that you get to see all the trailers
All right, okay.
of the games we're talking about. So we didn't do a brilliant job of explaining what we were talking about.
Is likely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then head over to YouTube and you can drop us a follow, drop us a sub, whatever you want to do. And you can check out the trailers of the games that we're speaking about. Alternatively, if you watched us but you don't always get the chance to find us on YouTube or watch the videos or YouTube video or podcast videos on YouTube, you can catch us on all podcast services through audio form. Finally, if you did like us, guys, and you want to go over and support us on patreon.com/Indiecredible, when you can do, you get access to pre and post show content as well as other stuff along the way. We get extra keys like the game we spoke about, the captain, there's a spaceship game, a little bit Overcooked.
Oh yeah,
we got a few extra keys for that. We're going to be throwing some keys over to our patrons. We could probably actually record some kind of Patreon special.
Yeah, sure.
Thing there. We'll carry Trev or something.
I'll carry everyone.
But yeah, so we give away game keys when we get a chance to. We chat to them on Discord when we get a chance to, and all bits and bobs like that. Put $1 a month over on patreon.com/Indiecredible. But until next time, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you guys are. But no matter what time it is, make sure you stay Indiecredible.
Oh,
that was good.
Stuck the landing.
That was good.
That was real good.